Today we will discuss congestive heart failure in children. Definition: it is defined as inability of the heart to maintain an output at rest or during stress necessary for metabolic needs of the body due to systolic failure or inability to receive blood into ventricular cavity at low pressure during diastole due to diastolic failure. In heart failing due to diastole, in the normal heart, lower chambers of the heart relax and expand to fill with blood. But in case of diastolic heart failure, there is thick lower chamber are too stiff to fill with enough blood. In case of systole, normal heart, lower chambers of the heart squeeze, pumping blood into body. But in case of systolic heart failure, a stretch out and big lower chambers cannot squeeze to pump enough blood out to the body. There is a heart failure causes blood accumulation, diastolic dysfunction, and basal pressure increases and preload increases, causes venous congestion. Factors affecting cardiac performance. Cardiac output depends upon the stroke volume and heart rate. A stroke volume is dependent on the three important factors: preload, afterload, and contractility. In case of CSF, all these factors are disturbed. Preload is the volume blood received by the heart. Basically, preload is the stretch. Afterload is the pressure or resistance of the heart has to overcome to eject blood. Afterload is a squeeze. It is shown in this picture. Preload, the volume is the volume overload. In case of examples are VSD and valvular insufficiency. Afterload is the resistance against which heart must pump blood. Systemic vascular resistance. In case of aortic stenosis, pulmonary stenosis, coarctation aorta, afterload is increased. Contractility. Cardiac performance that is independent of preload or afterload, and it is compromised due to myocardial dysfunction. Volume overload is the most common cause of CSF in children. Contractility in normal, there is Frank-Starling law operates is the ability of heart to change force or contraction dependent upon change of preload. In heart failure, myocardium abnormalities either congenital or acquired. Intrinsic contractility compromised. Case of myocarditis, cardiomyopathy or muscular dystrophy. Heart rate increases and tachyarrhythmias. There is shortness in diastolic time interval for ventricular filling, leading to less blood for pumping. And this also affects the time for coronary perfusion. It causes heart failure. Compensatory mechanisms. It acts by Frank-Starling mechanism. Second one is the neurohormonal system activation by renin-angiotensin-aldosterone system, sympathoadrenal axis. Myocardium structure changes occurs due to prolonged heart failure by hypertrophy, apoptosis, etc. Compensating mechanism in heart failure. The cardiac compensation, there is increased heart rate and cardiac contractility, and due to persistent of heart failure, there is cardiac dilatation due to increased afterload caused by Frank-Starling mechanism. Myocardial hypertrophy occurs if the afterload is persisting. Systemic compensation increase the blood volume, distribution of the blood flow, increase of erythrocytes, increased ability of tissues to utilize oxygen. Neurohormonal compensation, sympathetic nervous system is activated. Renin-angiotensin system is also affected. Arterial nephropeptide endothelin. There is increase of the sympathetic tone of the blood vessels, increase in angiotensin, increase in mineralocorticoids like aldosterone, inflammation and cachexia occurs. Increase ANP, BNP, IGF-1, growth hormone, and causes cardiac remodeling. Etiology of heart failure in fetus: there is severe anemia, hemolysis, fetal maternal transfusion leading to overload and causing heart failure, supraventricular tachycardia, ventricular tachycardia, complete heart block. In case of premature neonates, there is fluid overload, may also cause PDA, VHD, may also lead to heart failure. Full-term neonates, asphyxial cardiomyopathy due to prenatal asphyxia. In case of hypoxic ischemic encephalopathy, left-sided obstructive lesions like coarctation of aorta, transposition of great arteries, viral myocarditis, anemia, supraventricular tachycardia, complete heart block. In infant and toddler, there is left to right cardiac shunt like VHD, metabolic cardiomyopathy, acute hypertension, hemolytic uremic syndrome, supraventricular tachycardia, Kawasaki disease. Child with adolescent, in case of rheumatic fever, viral myocarditis, endocarditis, arrhythmias, cardiomyopathy, acute hypertension like glomerulonephritis, thyrotoxicosis, cor pulmonale, in case of cystic fibrosis, chronic upper airway obstruction, cor pulmonale. Classification of heart failure according to the course of disease: acute heart failure or chronic heart failure. According to the cardiac output: low output cardiac heart failure due to volume overload, pressure overload, or quantitative problems. High output heart failure, heart rate is primarily affected, anemia, tachycardia, arrhythmia, AV fistula. In these cases, high output heart failure occurs. According to location of the heart failure: left-sided heart failure, right-sided heart failure, or biventricular heart failure. According to function: systolic failure, myocarditis and hypertension; diastolic failure, restrictive cardiomyopathy, cardiac tamponade. Cardiac tamponade occurs due to there is a pericardial effusion and leads to decrease in diastolic flow. Causes of congestive heart failure due to diastolic dysfunction: in case of mitral stenosis, the decreased filling of the ventricle, tricuspid stenosis, also there is decreased filling of ventricle, constricted pericarditis, heart is unable to relax in diastole, acute ventricular volume overload, case of acute aortic regurgitation, acute mitral regurgitation. There is causes of CHF due to diastolic dysfunction. In case of myocardial ischemia, marked ventricular hypertrophy, hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, storage disorder, hypertension, severe aortic stenosis, severe pulmonary valve stenosis, dilated cardiomyopathy. Causes of CHF in infant: congenital heart disease, myocarditis, rhythm disorders, Kawasaki disease, anemia. Causes of CHF in children: rheumatic fever, rheumatic heart disease, congenital heart disease complicated by anemia, infection, endocarditis. Systemic hypertension, myocarditis, and pulmonary hypertension also leads to CHF in children. Miscellaneous causes are infections, hypoglycemia, hypocalcemia, neonatal asphyxia, persistent pulmonary hypertension. These operates more in neonates. Causes of CHF worse to 72 hours: pulmonary atresia, mitral atresia, aortic atresia. Causes of CHF at 4 days to 1 week: hypoplastic left and right heart syndrome, transposition and malposition of great arteries. Causes of CHF at 1 to 4 weeks: transposition and malposition of great arteries, endocardial fibroelastosis, coarctation of aorta. Causes of CHF at 1 to 6 months: ventricular septal defect, patent ductus arteriosus, transposition and malposition of great arteries, endocardial cushion defect. CHF and congenital heart disease in children. CHF left to right shunt 6 to 8 weeks, right to left shunt, ventricular or pulmonary artery level no CHF, arterial level tricuspid atresia presents in first few days of life. Obstructive lesions like critical aortic stenosis, critical mitral stenosis, or pulmonary stenosis present within few days. Coarctation present first few weeks to month. Congenital degenerative lesions like mitral regurgitation, tricuspid regurgitation present in early few weeks, transposition in first few weeks. Myocardial diseases. CHF, dilated cardiomyopathy, infection, metabolic derangements, hereditary disorder, nutritional deficiencies, exposure to drugs or toxins, arrhythmias, supraventricular tachycardia. Clinical features of CHF: poor weight gain, difficulty feeding, fast breathing, better breathing when held against shoulder, persistent cough or wheezing, irritability or restlessness, excessive perspiration, or pedal edema. If these are present, we can suspect congestive cardiac failure. Approach to patients by history, physical examination, investigation, and treatment. Clinical history. In case of neonates and infants, there may be poor feeding, tachypnea worsening during feeding, cold sweat on forehead, poor weight gain. There is interrupted feeding during feeding. Older children, there may be fatigue, exercise intolerance, dyspnea may occur during on exercise or walking, and may occur also on rest. Puffy eyes and pedal edema, and if there is severe cardiac failure, may lead to growth failure of the child. Clinical manifestation depends upon whether it is a pulmonary venous congestion or systemic venous congestion, or both are present. Tachycardia, gallop rhythm, and 3D pulses may be present with other causes. If left-sided heart failure is present, tachypnea, orthopnea, wheezing, or pulmonary edema are seen. If right-sided heart failure is present, hepatomegaly, edema, or distended neck veins are present. Clinical feature of CHF may occur due to diastolic dysfunction, valve disease, arrhythmia, or diastolic dysfunction. Imaging studies: chest X-ray, cardiomegaly, pulmonary edema, ECG, arrhythmias, and echocardiogram assess the heart chamber sizes, measure myocardial function accurately, and diagnoses congenital heart defects when present. Pulse oximetry and arterial blood gases, hypoxia test, CBC, urine RE examination, calcium, creatinine, and LFT blood tests, thyroid functions should be done. Clinical diagnosis of CHF by echocardiogram: there is structural diagnosis, myopathy of valvular disease; pathophysiological diagnosis, systolic dysfunction in case of a left ventricular ejection fraction less than 40%, diastolic dysfunction if left ventricular ejection fraction is more than 40%, and then we can proceed to treatment guidelines. Modified Ross classification. Class 1 is asymptomatic. Class 2, mild tachypnea or diaphoresis with feeding infants, dyspnea or exertion in older children. Class 3, marked tachypnea or diaphoresis with feeding infants, marked dyspnea on exertion, prolonged feeding times with growth failure. Class 4, symptoms such as tachypnea, retraction, grunting, or diaphoresis occurs at rest. NYHA CHF classification for infants. In 1, no sign is there. 2, respiratory rate more than 50 per minute with or without hepatomegaly. 3, all above with rib retractions. 4, respiratory rate more than 60, heart rate more than 160 per minute with hepatomegaly, rib retractions, with or without poor perfusion. Management of CHF: reducing the cardiac work, augmenting myocardial contractility, improving the cardiac contractility, correction of underlying causes. Treatment principles are: correct the underlying causes of heart failure, like if there is congenital heart disease or anemia, we can correct that. Diet: low salt and high calories should be given, and protein should also be given. Dietalis improve the cardiac contractility. Diuretics reduces the preloads like furosemide. Dilators like reducing the afterload like ACE inhibitor. Remember the 4D. Reducing the cardiac work. Restricting child activity like bed rest, nursing in the incline of 30 degree can decrease the cardiac load. Supplementation of humidified oxygen improves the oxygenation and decreases the work of the heart. Reducing cardiac work by sedation. If child is restless or dyspneic, give morphine or midazolam. It reduces anxiety also, reduces physical activity, decreases the heart rate and respiratory rate, decreases the requirement of oxygen. Reducing cardiac work by treatment of fever, by anemia, and we can treat infections. Medical management by diuretics, first line of drugs, preload, decrease the preload, do not improve the cardiac output or myocardial contractility. Side effects are hypokalemia and hypokalemic alkalosis. Inotropic agents like digoxins, dovitamin, dopamine, milrinone, afterload decreasing agents, vasodilators, maybe arteriolar, venous vasodilators or mixed dilators. Fourth one is the beta blockers. It decreases the afterloads and causes remodeling of the heart. Pharmaceutical agents used in the treatment of CHF, preload reductions by furosemide, hydrochlorothiazide or metolazone. Inotropic agents digoxin, dopamine, dovitamin or milrinone. Acts by decreasing the venous return in diastolic volume, decreasing pulmonary edema and work of breathing. Furosemide is the diuretic of choice. Spironolactone 2 to 4 mg per kg per day may be used as add-on drug. Metolazone 0.1 to 0.22 mg per kg per day has been tried in furosemide resistant edema. D-Talis is a special role in heart failure by increasing contractility at the same time by depressing SN node and SB node. Its half-life of 36 hours, so given once or twice daily, absorbed well by GIT 60 to 85%, even in infants. Initial effect can be seen within 30 minutes after oral administration and within 50 minutes after IV. Adjust the dose in patient with renal failure. It acts upon sodium potassium ATPase. Augmenting myocardial contractility by inotropic agents. In case of catecholamine inotropic agents, dopamine, dovitamin. Non-catecholamine inotropic agents, amilrinone, milrinone. Indication of vasodilators in CHF, acute MR or AR, moderate to large VHD, ventricular dysfunction due to myocarditis. Vasodilators are ACE inhibitor. They suppress renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system, act as vasodilators, reduce the sodium water retention, prevents potassium loss, reduce risk of arrhythmias, reduces the reverse effect of catecholamine in myocardium. In ramipril may cause renal dysfunction. Vasodilators, acute setting, sodium nitroprusside and milrinone can be used. Vasodilators in CHF, ACE inhibitor are captopril and enalapril. They suppress the renin, angiotensin, aldosterone system. Beta blocker efficacious in CHF in children due to congenital heart disease, anthracycline induced cardiomyopathy, dilated cardiomyopathy, improved left ventricular function and exercise tolerance, decreased need for heart transplant. It has been shown to improve the clinical symptoms and neurohormonal markers in infants with CHF due to left to right shunts. Dose should be titrated upwards. Avoid in decompensated heart failure. Carvedilol, initial dose 0.02 to maximum 0.46 mg per kg per day can be given. It also causes remodeling of the heart and having good long-term outcome. Non-pharmacological treatments modalities. Cardiac resynchronization therapy, BIVAP, BP, cardiomyopathy, and left Vanderbilt block, left ventricular assist device, surgery depending on the type of defects, blood of toxic shunts, balloon septoplasty to treat the septal defects. Mustard staining can be also used. Jetting switch operation can be done in case of transposition of gate arteries. Heart failure in a special condition, doctor dependent circulation. We can give prostaglandin E1, and then we have to surgically correct this condition. Rheumatic arthritis, because have to give a steroid. In Kawasaki disease, we can give IVIG. Anthracycline toxicity, we should give beta blockers. And PTM PDA can be treated with ibuprofen or indomethacin. Correct the underlying cause and etiology. Why echocardiography in case of congenital heart disease, we have to correct that. Septal defect or any other problem. Angiography can confirm those findings of echocardiography. Infection should be treated, anemia should be corrected. In units, hypoxia, hypoglycemia, and hypocalcemia should be corrected. Management of CCF, 5 steps. Step 1 is furosemide pyladigoxin or ACE inhibitors. Step 2, iodine isosorbide nitrate or carvedilol. And step 3, intermittent use of dopamine or dovitamin in case of acute heart failure. Step 4, corticosteroid or use of beta blocker, maximum tolerable dose. Step 5 is ventricular assist device. Prognosis CHF in children, survival around 60%.